welcome to this week with WGZ. I know it's been a couple of days since I last posted. It's been over a week actually. It was Christmas, and it was Christmas Eve. I spent it with my side of the family. Christmas Day, I spent it with my wife's side of the family. So, gotta make sure everyone's happy. It was a lot of work. Shopping, wrapping, almost a 1-year-old as well. So it was a lot. So I said, screw it. We'll do the episode after the weekend, right before New Year's, right after AEW World's End, which is what this episode is about. And for anyone that's worried about spoilers, I will do spoilers afterwards. But I'll give you my review of AEW World's End. 8 out of 10. See? Simple. Anyone that complained AEW pay-per-views are long, this one was about 4 hours and 5 minutes. And then right after midnight here on the East Coast. So if you feel AEW pay-per-views are too long, this one was just about right. I don't mind it. But, I know there are people out there that go like, it's too long, and including the pre-show. You don't got to watch the pre-show. I didn't watch the pre-show, I'll be honest. I didn't see it. I saw there was a return, but again, I didn't watch it. So I can't comment on the pre-show. I only comment on the main card. That being said, let's jump into spoilers. So if you do not want to hear spoilers, you can swipe up or stop this video because I'm going into spoilers. I saw people complain online that Jon Moxley should not have won the Continental Classic. At the end of the day, we do not write the stories. We let them show us a product, and we're entitled to our opinions. However, I will say I was shocked. And that because I was expecting Okada to win. I was expecting Kyle Fletcher to beat Jon Moxley. But they told a story, and I think people are just like not understanding the story that was being told. First, it was clear Okada used a screwdriver that Kyle Fletcher posted onto the turnbuckle. Then, it's also mentioned on the broadcast, if you're paying attention, to those of you online, JD, who don't listen, they mentioned Kyle Fletcher was asked if he was watching. And apparently he was focused on Moxley. That was his own focus. He didn't care what was happening in the ring. So he was not aware of what Okada did. Then seeing Don Callis also walk away with Okada goes to tell you that, there's going to be drama. And people are like, oh, but, it should have been Takesha's time. He will get that moment in time. So will Kyle Fletcher when he finds out that it was Okada that screwed him over. As far as Moxie not getting backstabbed by the Death Riders, you guys are missing the Death Riders' point. When they betrayed Bryan Danielson, he was already out the door of the group. He was acting very different. He was telling people he's quitting, that his next loss, he's done. That's not the Death Riders' mentality. It's about not quitting. Now, Jon Moxley had been tapping out recently, and that was getting a lot of looks from his teams. But what did he do? He persevered, and his team actually... Now, to also add into that mix, his team lost earlier in the day. So they're just as bad. How are you going to backstab someone if you lost your own match too? And people are stupid because people are like, oh, they should have betrayed. Now we have to wait to... We don't know what's going to happen. That's the beauty of watching something without predicting it. We don't know. So those who are out there saying that it was stupid, it didn't make no sense, watch the show. Excuse my language. As far as the other matches in this match, I saw some people talking about the tag match was better. The men's tag match was better than the women's tag match. I disagree. This is where I take the point away. I felt the men's tag match between FTR and Bullet Club Gold, Bang Bang Gang, had a lack of ring psychology. It just didn't feel right to see back-to-back matches where someone's leg is injured and now they're going to try to He was in a leg lock for a while and he didn't tap out Juice Robinson. It took me out from there. That being said, the women's match was great. The world title match for the women's title was also great. Mercedes Moné losing. It's starting. People are not seeing what's happening. It's happening. Give it time. People will say AEW doesn't tell stories. It's telling a big story here and you're just missing it. And then the men's world title. MJF, I predicted he was going to win. He put himself in that match. It made the most sense for him to win also World's End. I was there in Long Island when he lost the title. And I'm happy to see him win the title back. And people were chanting, he's our scumbag. Other than that, there was no surprises on the main card. There was a return of Ortiz during the pre-show to help, what's his name? Shoot. Oh my God. Eddie Kingston. Don't kill me, Eddie. Don't kill me. I wanted to throw this one in there too. The Gabe Kidd versus Darby Allin match. We didn't need that match in that pay-per-view. That's the other reason I took the point off. It was a good match, but it wasn't necessary. Also wanted to mention the Mixed Nuts match was with Death Riders. Was a fun match. So it was a great pay-per-view. That was AEW World's End. Let me know what you guys thought. If you guys agree with me, disagree, feel free to let me know in the comments.